Russia's Victory Day, no longer just about history. Sudden illnesses, canceled trips, quiet withdrawals. Allies are backing out. Just days before the parade, Zelensky warns, "We can't guarantee your safety in Russia." The Kremlin fires back. No one guarantees Kyiv sees May 10th. Still, Red Square prepares Victory Day. 2025, not remembrance. A reckoning just days ahead of Moscow's Victory Day parade on May 9th. Marking 80 years since the Allied defeat of Nazi Germany. Two prominent European leaders, Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić and Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico, have reportedly fallen ill. These sudden ailments are fueling speculation that they may be using illness as a diplomatic means to avoid the event. Amid growing security concerns and political sensitivities, Vučić fell ill while on a visit to the United States and was advised by American doctors to return home immediately. Back in Belgrade, cardiologist Dragan Vintage of the Military Medical Academy confirmed the president had experienced chest pain linked to blood pressure issues. Fico, meanwhile, has canceled some engagements but still reportedly plans to attend the parade. A colleague from his party, Jan Richter, suggested that the prime minister's behavior may be linked to the psychological aftermath of an assassination attempt. He survived on May 15, 2020. For the timing of these developments is significant. Both Vintage and Fico are seen as allies of President Vladimir Putin. Fico remains the only leader from an EU member state still planning to attend the parade. Vučić, while pushing for EU membership for Serbia, has maintained close ties with Moscow. Their potential absences would underscore the increasingly complex diplomatic balancing act many leaders face in their dealings with Russia. Meanwhile, Indian Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has also reportedly withdrawn from representing India at Moscow's Victory Day celebrations. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was initially expected to attend the high-profile event despite the uncertainties. The Kremlin is pressing ahead with its grand military parade, an event that has evolved over time from commemorating the Soviet Union's victory in World War II into a platform to project Russian nationalism and geopolitical defiance. Particularly since the invasion of Ukraine in 2022, the Kremlin has confirmed a broad lineup of attending leaders, signaling Moscow's intent to showcase alternative alliances beyond the West. Confirmed guests include leaders who are expecting to join the Moscow parade are Chinese President Xi Jinping, Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, a representative from Indian government, Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, leaders from Central Asia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, presidents of Cuba, Laos, Guinea-Bissau, Palestine, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Milorad Dodik, president of Republika Srpska, Bosnia and Herzegovina's Serb entity. Military contingents from at least 10 countries, including North Korea, Serbia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, and Tajikistan, will march alongside Russian forces through Red Square. The Kremlin sees this as a powerful visual of its continued global clout and alignment with nations resisting Western pressure. The diplomatic backdrop to Russia's May 9th Victory Day parade is increasingly fraught as sharp warnings are exchanged between Moscow and Kyiv. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has cautioned foreign leaders against attending the celebrations in Moscow, saying Ukraine cannot guarantee their safety on Russian soil. He warned that Russia may stage provocations such as arson or explosions and blame Ukraine for any resulting incidents. Zelensky stressed that decisions to attend must rest entirely with the individual leaders, adding, "We cannot be responsible for what happens on the territory of the Russian Federation." Zelensky's remarks followed Ukraine's rejection of a 3-day ceasefire proposed by Russia to coincide with the parade. Kyiv instead renewed its call for a more meaningful 30-day truce. Zelensky dismissed Moscow's ceasefire proposal as a theatrical production. In response, the Kremlin issued a stark threat. Dmitry Medvedev, deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, posted on Telegram, "Nobody is asking Zelensky for guarantees, but if his provocations materialize, nobody will guarantee the dawn of May 10 in Kyiv." The escalation in rhetoric underscores the growing tension surrounding this year's Victory Day, which marks 80 years since the Soviet victory over Nazi Germany. Amid ongoing war and a lack of Western representation, the parade has become both a show of defiance and a display of Russia's realigned global alliances. Every year, Russia observes Victory Day on May 9th, a deeply significant event commemorating the Soviet Union's victory over Nazi Germany in World War II. Known as the Great Patriotic War in Russia, it holds immense cultural and historical weight, being one of the most sacred dates on the national calendar. While much of the world marks the end of the war on May 8th, Russia celebrates a day later on May 9th, which marks the official surrender of Nazi Germany to Soviet forces in 1945. The cost of victory was enormous for the Soviet Union, which lost an estimated 27 million lives during the war. This immense loss, combined with a strong sense of triumph over fascism, is deeply embedded in Russia's national identity. For many Russians, May 9th isn't just a military holiday. It's a day of mourning, remembrance, and immense pride. The iconic Red Square parade has evolved beyond a simple military display. Tanks, missiles, and marching soldiers aren't just symbols of military power. They're a showcase of Russia's unity, resilience, and strength. It's a moment to honor veterans and demonstrate the nation's military might to both domestic and international audiences. In recent years, however, Victory Day has gained added political significance following the annexation of Crimea in 2014 and the 2022 invasion of Ukraine. The Kremlin has used the event to draw historical parallels, framing current military actions as a continuation of past struggles. The message is clear. Russia is positioned as a defender against neo-Nazism and Western interference. It's also an opportunity to rally domestic support, reinforce nationalist sentiment, and send a bold message to the West. With most Western leaders choosing to stay away, the Kremlin has pivoted Victory Day into a platform for alternative diplomacy. Countries like China, India, Iran, and several Latin American nations have taken center stage, sending high-level delegations or military contingents to stand in solidarity. In essence, May 9th has become far more than just a remembrance of the past. For the Kremlin, it's a powerful tool to shape current narratives and project the image of the Russia it wants the world to see.